Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new match preview here on the channel. My name is James, and today we're going to go ahead and sit down and talk to you guys about Reading's upcoming away fixture against Stockport County. That's right, Reading faced the difficult test of Stockport away from home in this game, and after struggling away from home for the majority of this season, Reading finally picked up their first victory in their last away outing, defeating Exeter City by 2-1. Now, the last week for Reading has been phenomenal. 3 wins out of 3 and 9 points on the board. Can't really complain if we're being completely honest, but we're here today to talk about the Stockport game, and like I said, it will be a difficult test for this young Reading side. Now let's take a look at Stockport's last 5 results. As you can see, they won 2-0 away against Shrewsbury before a 0-0 draw at home to Wigan was followed up with another draw away to Charlton. Another draw followed after that with 1-1 against Northampton happening at home before their last result on Saturday, a 2-1 away loss at Lincoln City. Now, overall for the entire season, they've won 4 games with 6 draws and 2 losses with 12 matches played. That's 16 goals scored with 11 conceded, 18 points on the board, sits them currently in 12th. Now, Reading obviously are 6th in the table, but that's because they've been able to convert some of their draws into wins. And that's something that Stockport have struggled with a little bit this season, and that is the cutting edge. That's right, getting them wins instead of draws has been the thing that Stockport have, well, not really managed to do that much. In terms of their home record as well, something potentially maybe they might want to look on, something that maybe they need to improve. 5 matches played, 2 wins, 2 draws and 1 loss, by all means isn't bad when you look at it just on paper, but 2 draws, maybe you'd want to convert them into victories, and the 1 loss as well came against a struggling Leyton Orient, who they got beat 4-1 by. Now, in terms of who scored strengths and weaknesses, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that now. The strengths are creating long shot opportunities, creating scoring chances, aerial duels, and defending set pieces. Now, the weaknesses actually have nothing for this Stockport County side. Now, their style of players, they like to attempt through balls often, short passes, they take a lot of shots, attacking down the left, and they're not an aggressive team. Now, when taking a look at the strengths there, I've got to say some of them I think Reading might struggle with. Now, in this fixture in particular, aerial duels might be something that Reading struggle with. Now, when you talk about aerial duels, Reading at the moment don't have the largest of teams. When you talk about Amadou Mbenge and Tyler Binden as your centre-backs, yes, they are good in the air. But when you take a look at the wing-backs in terms of Michael Craig and Andre Garcia, they're not going to be able to help out a ton. As well, when you take a look at the midfield, yes, Lewis Wing is a tall player, but is he going to be able to get his head on absolutely everything? Ben Elliott isn't very large. Harvey Nibbs isn't massive. He might be 6 foot, but not, again, someone that's going to win a lot of aerial duels. So this could be a fixture that Reading might struggle with in terms of the aerial battle. Now, in terms of individual players for Stockport, some players that stand out to me in particular are their attacking strength, and that is a man in Louie Barry, who's currently the joint top goal scorer in League One. 7 goals in 12 matches so far for the Aston Villa loanee. He's had a pretty good start to the season and picked up where he did last season at Stockport of, loving life at Stockport County. Another player as well is their main striker, and that's Kyle Wootton. He's someone as well that is a little bit of a danger man. 4 goals scored so far this season for him. He's someone as well that will be looking to put the ball in the back of the net against Reading. And in terms of the defence, Fraser Horsfall is someone that has been solid at the back all year for Stockport. And yeah, overall, I think Stockport have been a really solid team. Listen, only losing 2 matches despite being a promoted side is a really good statistic. It doesn't matter if they've drawn 6 games and only won 4, but when you take a look at that 2-loss stat, I think that's something that will be really important in the long run. Stockport are a team that is really difficult to beat, and I think it's going to be really difficult for Reading to beat them as well. It's going to be a really hard game. And look, overall, I think Stockport are a team that, look, for me, have come up from the division below and been absolutely outstanding and haven't had any teething issues when it comes to life in League One. And I've got to say, really, 3 out of the 4 promoted clubs really haven't struggled that much. Mansfield, Wrexham and Stockport, for me, have been really successful so far with their jump up to League One. Now, in terms of the Reading side of this preview, there'll be no injuries coming into this game from the last fixture. So once again, the question will be whether Sam Smith or Jaden Wareham start up front. With Sam Smith, you've got a natural League One goal scorer, and with Jaden Wareham, you've got someone that will press no matter what. He never gets tired. He's someone that is constantly always at pressure in a back 4 or a back 5. So he's somebody for me that potentially might want to start in this fixture. Stockport like to have a lot of possession, so depends really what's going on in this fixture. For me, maybe Sam Smith would be the one to start. It's an away fixture once again. Look, Jaden Wareham started in an away game, but look, Sam Smith starting in this game for me, it needs that little bit of experience. That's why I would pick Smith. for this game. Again, in terms of young players, like we said, that it could be difficult playing an away game against these type of teams. Away, Andre Garcia is someone who, look, for me was outstanding against Bristol Rovers, but in this fixture, is it something where we maybe want to see him dropped and we maybe get like a Amadou Mbenge playing at left back and Harley Dean coming into the side, or is it maybe where we see the return of a Dorset or a Brafer? Look, don't get me wrong, Garcia's been outstanding so far slotting in that left back position, but I thought he struggled a little bit in that Exeter game, and maybe away fixtures are where he's going to struggle just a little bit. You got to remember, he's only 16 years old, and this could be 4 matches played in the space of like 9-10 days, so yeah, for me, I don't know whether to start him in this fixture. The next one as well for the midfield, for me personally, I wouldn't play Ben Elliott in this game. I'd actually put Charlie Savage back in a starting 11. You're going to want a physical midfield for this game, and for me, Ben Elliott is a little bit lightweight in the midfield, so maybe Charlie Savage can come in for this game, be a little bit stronger, be a little bit more tenacious, maybe press the matters a little bit more. So once again, Charlie Savage is someone who I would bring in for this fixture, and again, on the wings, Kelvin Ehibachman and Mamadi Kamara are the 2 players that I would put out wide in this game. Again, Kamara is someone that presses a lot. He's also someone with the ball that is able to take these one-touch passes and play the ball around. I think that's going to be the key to success for Reading in this game, is playing it fast and playing it on the feet. Maybe that's where Sam Smith might struggle a little bit. Maybe that's where we'd see Jaden Wareham up front. But for me, the one-touch passing is where Reading will find success in this fixture. And maybe if they get an early lead, it'll just be about seeing the game out. But look, I think it's going to be a really difficult fixture again. I don't think Reading are going to get beat, though. I will say that. They haven't actually won at home since I think it was August 27th, August 25th, around that area. But it was near the start of the season was the last time that Stockport won at home. And I think maybe they'll go winless again in this fixture. I'm actually going to go with a 1-1 draw in this fixture. I was debating whether to go 2-2, but I can't see Reading conceding 2 goals. Well, I can actually. I can see them conceding quite a few, especially with the way Reading can be a little bit leaky. Once it rains, it pours, especially on this Reading defence. But I can see it being 1-1. I can see a point apiece. And for me, I'll take that. It's Reading's game in hand. We can jump above Huddersfield, I think, with a win here. So, look, a draw gets us up to 5th, so happy days. That's going to be it for this one today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. My name's been James, and we'll see you all again very soon. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.